5 ways to have a more positive mindset. Hi guys, my name is Sofia Bernardi and welcome to my YouTube channel where I make videos every single week on living a more intentional and fulfilling life. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 ways to live a more positive life and have a more positive mindset. The first way, and one of the most important to me, is knowing that progress equals happiness. So as long as you're making progress, no matter how big or small, that leads to happiness. As long as you're growing and changing and improving, that is leading to a happier life. If you're staying still and doing nothing and achieving nothing, that leads to unhappiness. So it doesn't have to be massive, but start making little changes to a more happier life. So having some positive habits or just have some sort of direction and goal, then you'll feel so much better and have a more positive mindset because you'll be creating change in your life, and change is exciting. Progress is exciting. The second tip that I live by and I find so important is knowing that life is happening for you and not to you. And I know this can be so hard to believe sometimes when something really annoying or frustrating happens, or some really challenging times. You think, God, why is this happening to me? Life is so unfair. Just know that it happens to everyone, just not everyone shares it. But just know that behind all of that are experiences and lessons, and one day you'll be able to see that and know, oh, that's why that challenging time happened, because I learned this and now this is coming out of it. Which brings me on to my third tip, which is that every experience that you face, no matter how tragic it is, will one day serve some sort of lesson or purpose. You might not be able to see it now, but once you acknowledge and accept that it will one day serve you in some way, healing will start to take place, which is really important in getting over difficult times, is moving on from it, accepting it and healing so that you can move on and get over it. But one day it will come back to you in such a positive way, and you'll understand why you had to go through all these tough experiences and lessons. My fourth tip is more practical, and that is to simply focus on solutions more so than problems. It can be so easy to get caught up and just focus on the problems that are happening around you, but if you just skip that, push it to the side and decide, that's it, how can I fix this, how can I solve this, what is the solution here, you'll instantly change your mindset and you'll be focusing on something so much more uplifting and motivating than sitting down and dwelling on negative situations. This can be so much easier said than done, but just knowing that already is such a boost. Like, every time I'm going through something challenging or frustrating or tough, I then just say, okay, let's focus on the solution to move on from this so I don't have to feel like this anymore. So I feel like that's something really important to keep in mind. And my fifth and final tip is I'm going to share with you a rule that I hold to myself. I try to remember this as much as possible. Obviously I'm not perfect, so I don't always remember it, but I really try and live by this one rule. I think I might actually write it down and stick it on my door and just everywhere so that I can see it and remember it every single day, because it's, if I remember this, all is well, and that is, I am going to enjoy my day no matter what happens. So no matter what happens, I will find a way to enjoy it. And I think that I came up with this, and I think that it's such a nice affirmation or saying, because it sort of tells you that life is unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen today. You might think you know, but you have no idea. Something could easily come up that you were not expecting, because that happens sometimes. But it's telling yourself that no matter who annoys you, who gets in your way, or whatever situation gets in your way of doing what you had planned to do, just know that you are going to find a way to enjoy it or find joy in the situation. So if you can find happiness or a lesson or something like that out of every situation, you will be happy. And I think that's such an important mindset, such a powerful, strong mindset to have, is that no matter what happens, you are accepting it, acknowledging it, and you are still going to go on with enjoying your day. And I think if you live by that every day, what could possibly go wrong? Anyways, they are my 5 tips that I find really important, and I try to remember these as much as I can. I'm not perfect, but I really do try to, and I think if I can keep those 5 things in mind all the time, I will live a happy life, honestly. If you have any other really important tips that you use every single day, I would love to hear them, so please send me a message or share them below in the comments so that everyone can read them, which is really nice of you if you do that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also click the notification button next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every single time I post, which is every single Sunday. And other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!